Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW.
Thousands of men and women over the course of North Dakota history have risked life and limb at home and abroad. Our reporter John Sailing tells us more about a rally today that recognized both our law enforcement and military.
On the newly refurbished Capitol stairs, North Dakotans gathered to support their protectors.
We love them, and we know that they've worked hard, and they have, certainly sacrificed for our country and our community, and we'd like for them to know that the community supports them.
A number of community figures delivered speeches, including Attorney General Wayne Stenjum.
We just my family by my side.
To each of those brave service members, we owe the deepest debt of gratitude. They had the courage to face and conquer their own fears.
The event kicks off Law Enforcement Appreciation Week, taking place in the middle of Military Appreciation Month.
The community time and time again comes together to show their support for Bisman, for North Dakota, for our country, and that goes a long ways for our military, for our law enforcement, to see that support.
Those in attendance also took some time to remember Deputy Colt Allery, who fell in the line of duty in January.
The Capitol building in Bismarck will also be lit up with a band of blue on the 14th and 15th floors on Sunday and Monday night. Coming up after weather, these college graduates walk across the stage and the countdown to paying off student loans begins. Plus, we'll show you how some familiar faces kicked off the fishing opener. But first, it's a shame we were stuck inside for most of the day because it was so gorgeous outside. Justin, how long is this nice weather going to last for us?
Yeah, thank you, Cornelius. Good evening, everybody. We might see some great weather for the next couple of days, and it will go downhill from there. Here's a live look outside our Storm Team Skycam network shot in Fargo, pointing west where the sun is setting. We've got mainly clear skies out there, and it is still pretty mild for this time of night and this time of year in Fargo at 78 degrees. Wind south-southeast at 7, so the wind has calmed down. Moorhead at 75 and Grand Forks at 69 degrees, and they've got mostly clear skies. 78 right now again in Fargo, 77 at Wahpeton, 70 at Fergus Falls. We're seeing an 81 at Valley City, 72 as we make your way out toward Jamestown. The cooler spot out toward Roseau and Badette, both at 55 degrees. I said the wind did calm down. Right now we're seeing wind speeds mainly between, say, 5 and 15 miles per hour in the Southern Valley. As you make your way up toward the Grand Forks area, out toward Devil's Lake. Still a bit windy out there with sustained winds between 20 and 30 miles per hour. Some gusts even higher than that. So the satellite loop showing that we have a few sprinkles just getting started on the radar. These shouldn't amount to much, just increase the clouds out there. Otherwise, we have mainly clear skies across most of the area. You have to make your way all the way into portions of western South Dakota into Montana before you start seeing any rain. We've got high pressure in charge of our forecast. A nice southerly flow is giving us the clear skies and the very warm air. So as we track it through time, we are going to see temperatures fall through the 60s and into the mid-50s as we go through tonight. We have mainly clear skies. We'll see an increase in the clouds tomorrow. An isolated shower or thunderstorm is still possible. Temperatures in most places 75 to 80 degrees, and we'll stay mild as we go through the evening. Just a risk of some general thunderstorms, no real severe weather risk, but you could see a passing shower or a thunderstorm anywhere across the area as we go through tomorrow. We are going to see an increase in the clouds, highs near 80 degrees in the Fargo area. Elsewhere, temperatures mainly between 75 and 80 most everywhere you look. We're going to keep partly to mostly cloudy skies, still a chance of some showers and thunderstorms across the area tomorrow. Most of Monday actually looks pretty good. Mild, highs again between 75 and 80. And we will have another chance of some showers and thunderstorms, especially later on in the day on Monday. But most of the daytime hours do look pretty good out there. Then we enter more of a much wetter weather pattern. Significant rain possible on Tuesday, high of 75 degrees, then 63 on Wednesday. Storms still possible. Our dry day for the week is Thursday, partly cloudy, high 65. Another chance of some rain showers Friday and Saturday, highs in the lower 60s.
Well, I will take some rain over snow. Thanks so much, Justin.
Yep.
Hundreds of students across the valley are graduating from college, and with that, the time to pay back their student loans draws near. Recent numbers show Americans owe a whopping $1.4 trillion in student debt, and many spend their whole life trying to pay off their debt. On average, it takes 21 years for someone with a bachelor's degree to pay off student loans.
Thousands of students, if not more, have incredible amounts of student debt when they leave college, and it's becoming a major problem for them and for society, and we need to address it.
Some things you can do to tackle student loans include getting a job in a career field where your loans can be forgiven if you work for a period of time, like nursing or teaching, or you can find a company that offers some sort of student loan payoff if you work for them for a set amount of time. A 12-year-old girl was hurt after being hit by a teenage driver up in Grand Forks. It happened around 6:45 tonight at the intersection of 10th Street South and 17th Avenue South. The girl was riding her bike south and began to cross 17th Avenue when a 16-year-old boy who was driving west hit the bike, causing the girl to fall off. There are no stop signs for east-west traffic, and the girl was transported to Altru Hospital, but we don't know how badly she was hurt. No citations have been issued for this accident. A man is in jail tonight after leading troopers on a chase in Grand Forks. 26-year-old Jordan Oman from Arvilla, North Dakota, has been charged with fleeing an officer and DUI. Around 2 o'clock today, a call came in about a suspected reckless driver heading north on I-29 south of Grand Forks. The North Dakota Highway Patrol attempted to stop Oman just south of the 32nd Avenue exit. The vehicle was clocked by radar at 88 miles per hour. Oman continued on, but eventually went into the Lowe's parking lot in Grand Forks, where he was arrested. Officials with American Crystal Sugar say they've sent their final offer to union leaders after 8 days of contract talks. The Star Tribune reports Crystal Sugar and the union are negotiating over a contract which ends July 31st, covering around 1,200 workers. Vice President of Administration Lisa Borgen stated that the union walked out on negotiations. The union local president says they are done negotiating after the company moved away from union interest and that both sides are still far apart. Failed negotiations in 2011 resulted in a lockout that lasted 2 years. Moorhead police need your help finding Cheyenne Dakota Butler, a teenager who disappeared back in April. Authorities have been tracking down a number of leads, but nothing has panned out so far. They believe she could be in the Fargo-Moorhead area or around Grand Forks. If you have any information, please contact police. White supremacist Greg Cobb says he no longer owns the church in Nome, North Dakota that was burned down back in March. The fire was intentionally set, and investigators continue to search for the person who started it. Cobb says he has been reimbursed the $8,000 he paid for the building, and despite some public opposition, he says he is still willing to buy property pretty much anywhere in the state if it becomes available. Minnesota lawmakers traded in gavels for fishing poles for the annual Governor's Fishing Opener today. Governor Mark Dayton and Lieutenant Governor Tina Smith and other state officials put aside politics as they went out on the Mississippi River in St. Cloud to celebrate the start of fishing season. The governor caught a 3-pound, 17-inch bass. The all-male boat caught 5 in total, but the ladies outlured their male colleagues, catching a total of 35 fish. Officials say Saturday was the best weather for this event in years.
We had great fun. It was really great. Yeah. What a gorgeous day. Just an incredible day and just perfect. Beautiful Minnesota river. Perfect.
Governor Dayton said no one discussed the budget, which was left stalled while the legislature adjourned for the weekend. He said they will return to the budget work on Monday. And if you caught a fish you think people need to see, go to our Facebook page and post it. Tell us where you caught it and how big it was, and you may see some of the best pictures tomorrow night on the news. As the school year comes to a close, seniors say goodbye and pass traditions along to their younger classmates. Cadets with Fargo Public Schools Air Force JROTC program turned over command to a new recruit class today. More than 80 Fargo students took part in the change of command ceremony. The command flag was passed to a new commander to oversee the upcoming school year. In addition to the change of command, cadets also showed off their marching skills, and this was the 11th year for the ceremony. Dozens got their running shoes on for the 3rd annual Officers Down 5K in East Grand Forks. The event celebrates officers who put their lives on the line daily to keep our community safe and honors those who have fallen in the line of duty. Along with the 5K run and walk, there was live music, a canine demonstration, dunk-a-cop, and inflatable games. The names of 394 officers that were killed in the line of duty were read out loud at the 29th annual Candlelight Vigil at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial at the National Mall in Washington, D.C. tonight. U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions and Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security John Kelly spoke at the event and led the crowd in the candle lighting. 143 of those officers died last year, including Fargo officer Jason Mosier. Another service will be held Monday, and Valley News team's Christy Larson will be there, so be sure to join us for live coverage throughout the day, starting with the Valley today. Still ahead tonight, find out what Bill O'Reilly has to say after his first interview since being fired from Fox News.